There are two types of motivational fuel, and one of them burns out fast. The first one is extrinsic motivation. That's when you act for external rewards, so like money, praise, approval, likes, or even status, and it works but only for a while, because your brain releases dopamine in anticipation of the reward, not after you get it. So once you actually achieve the thing, that chemical high disappears. Think of it like running on fossil fuel. It burns hot but runs out quickly. And once the tank's empty, you're stuck, exhausted, wondering why your drive vanished. The second fuel is intrinsic motivation. This one comes from inside. It's powered by curiosity, purpose, mastery, enjoyment, and freedom. It's like fusion energy, self-sustaining and endlessly renewable. With intrinsic motivation, you don't chase rewards, you chase the experience. You don't read to finish the book, you read because you love learning. You don't work just to complete the task, you work because the work itself pulls you in. This kind of motivation doesn't just last longer, it makes hard work feel good. It creates that effortless immersion scientists call flow state, when you're so absorbed in what you're doing that hours pass like minutes. Extrinsic motivation gets you started. Intrinsic motivation keeps you going. It's the difference between forcing yourself to climb a mountain and wanting to climb it. How do we switch fuels? How do we make our brain crave the hard stuff? It all comes down to the 5 intrinsic motivators, the 5 ingredients that light up your brain's natural drive system. So let's go through them one by one. Curiosity, what you explore. Curiosity is that itch to know more. It's what makes you stay up late following an idea, a question, a topic that just won't leave your mind. It's not passive interest, it's the feeling of needing to understand something. From a neuroscience perspective, curiosity activates your brain's reward system. Dopamine floods your system, the same chemical behind pleasure and drive, and it sharpens your focus while making learning feel exciting. Think about it. When you follow your curiosity, effort disappears. You lose track of time, you want to keep going. That's your brain saying, hey, this is worth my energy. If your curiosity feels low, here's the trick. Find ways for your learning to create visible impact. When you learn something and instantly see it improve your work, your curiosity skyrockets. The brain loves immediate feedback. It's like adding rocket fuel to your focus. Mastery, what you improve. Mastery is the hunger to get better, to turn progress into a game. It's that spark that makes athletes practice after the crowd's gone home, or musicians play the same riff until it's perfect. When you pursue mastery, you're not just performing, you're leveling up. Every small win releases dopamine and endorphins, creating a loop that keeps you coming back for more. To dial this up, list out the skills that matter the most for what you want to achieve. Then practice them deliberately, not mindlessly, but at the edge of your comfort zone. That's where the growth and the flow lives. If you can't improve at what you're doing, if the skills don't evolve, your motivation will eventually just flatline. So always find ways to stretch yourself just beyond what feels comfortable. Autotelicity, what you love. Autotelic comes from 2 Greek words meaning self-purpose. It's about doing something purely because the doing itself feels meaningful. You've felt this before, when work feels like play, when you're so absorbed that you forget to check the time. That's autotelicity. When you're in that state, you're not thinking about results or recognition, you're just there, fully engaged, enjoying the process itself. And here's the secret. You don't need to find your passion before you start. Start by getting good at something, because we tend to love what we're good at. Skill breeds enjoyment, enjoyment breeds flow, and flow breeds passion. Focus first on activities where your strengths shine, even slightly, and your love for the work will follow. Purpose, what you impact. Purpose connects your work to something bigger than you. It's not just what you do, it's why you do it. When your effort feels meaningful, you can push through exhaustion, setbacks, and rejection. You're no longer just doing tasks, you're contributing to something that matters. Purpose triggers powerful neurochemicals like serotonin and oxytocin. They increase mood stability, empathy, and persistence. You don't have to save the world to have purpose. You just need to connect your daily effort to a cause you believe in, even if it's simply making life better for your future self or the people around you. A quick exercise, write down your mission in 1 sentence. Then next to every task you do, ask, how does this tie to that mission? That simple link keeps your purpose alive in the day-to-day grind. Autonomy, what you choose. Autonomy is a feeling of control. That sense that you decide how and when to work. When you have it, work feels like freedom. When you don't, it feels like a cage. Even if your job doesn't give you total control, you can reclaim small pieces of autonomy. Decide how you structure your day, how you approach tasks, or how you make progress in your own style. Zoom out too. Even if you're in a low autonomy role right now, see it as a stepping stone in a path you choose. That reframes the whole experience from "I'm stuck here" to "I'm building something bigger." And outside of work, carve out one pocket full of autonomy, something that's completely yours, whether it's a creative project, a skill, or a side hustle. That small area of freedom can recharge your motivation everywhere else. The virtuous cycle of flow. Each of these 5 motivators doesn't just create motivation, they multiply it. When your curiosity pulls you in, you hit flow. When you're in flow, you get better, which fuels mastery. And when you master something, you love it more, which deepens autotelechy. That joy connects a sense of purpose, and purpose gives you the autonomy to shape your own path. Then the whole loop repeats, stronger every time. This is what scientists call a virtuous cycle. It's why people like Serena Williams, Elon Musk, and even Einstein sustain drive for decades. Their intrinsic motivators constantly feed into flow, and flow feeds them right back. Once your brain locks into the feedback loop, motivation stops being something you find, and it becomes who you are. How to rebuild your intrinsic drive. So here's your game plan. Rate each of the 5 motivators: curiosity, mastery, autotelechy, purpose, and autonomy from 1 to 10. Then pick the lowest one and focus on boosting just that, because raising one raises the others. It's like tuning one string on a guitar. The rest start to harmonize. Over time, as you strengthen each motivator, you'll notice something shift. You'll stop chasing motivation. You'll wake up already wanting to engage. That's when hard work stops feeling hard, when progress itself becomes addictive. And eventually, you'll reach a point where external rewards, praise, money, approval, stop controlling you. They'll still be nice, but they won't define you. You'll want nothing but the work itself, and you'll love every minute of it. Motivation isn't about forcing yourself to do hard things. It's about rewiring your brain so that hard things feel natural. And that's when work starts to feel effortless. Flow becomes your default, and motivation turns from a struggle into a state of being.